in person.
Yeah. And I want to put up the Texas numbers. And these numbers are alarming. And, keep in mind what a large state we're talking about here. Texas is one of the largest states, one of the biggest populations in the country, 25,000 plus confirmed cases, 704 people, unfortunately, have died, 1.3 million people left unemployed. The food insecurity, as you were just discussing, is pretty staggering in terms of your state. And into that breach marches one Stephen Miller. You've seen the White House use this crisis for what they always use everything for, which is to create another sort of immigration side story for his base. We have reporting that Stephen Miller sees this crisis as an opportunity to install his long-term vision of shutting down much of non-white immigration. That, of course, is a story that's very important to Texas, very relevant to Texas. What do you make of the fact that there are people in the White House who see this as an opportunity to just keep more brown people out of the United States?
You're absolutely right about this being part and parcel of a much larger trend and a much more encompassing effort on the part of the Trump administration to stop non-white immigration into the United States. We know from the leaked phone call transcript reported by the Washington Post that this is not just a 60-day order, as we were led to believe by the president, but this is part of a long-term plan to stop immigration. Really important for us at this moment to remember that a quarter of the country. So if your life is saved during this pandemic, good chance an immigrant saved your life. At a time of increasing food insecurity, nearly 80% of the people working in the fields, those who are in the processing plants, those when our restaurants reopen working in the kitchens, born in another country. Those who come up with the innovations, including the cures or the vaccines, good chance they're going to be immigrants as well. So this is self-defeating against the national interest of this country, but it's also morally repugnant, Joy, because in addition to what you just described, we have what will soon be COVID death camps on our southern border, the Orwellian-named Migrant Protection Protocol, which has forced those who've traveled 2,000 miles trying to lawfully apply for asylum in this country. They're huddled in Ciudad Juarez, in Tijuana, in Matamoros right now. No money, no connections, no follow our own laws and a higher moral calling and make sure that we allow these people to apply for asylum, to be able to stay with family and within communities where they can be kept safe. And by extension, all of us can be kept safe because we are all connected at the end of the day. So this anti-immigrant rhetoric and these anti-immigrant policies, very dangerous, very deadly. And one more point, Joy, we knew dangerous time.
Yeah, and I wasn't intending to ask you this initially, but I have